Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess and you might know me as Cruelty-Free Makeup Heaven here on YouTube as well as on Instagram and some other social medias. You can find them down below in the description box of this video. Basically, I play with cruelty-free makeup and some cruelty-free skincare and hair care and all that stuff, but mostly makeup. So if you're interested in that, then definitely subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you always get notified when I upload a new video. It's about one time a week, more or less. It seems that my voice is a little bit coarse today, so I apologize in advance for the vocal fry. This is not something that happens every day. Either way, today I want to talk about some products that I got from Martine Cosmetics. It's actually a French brand, well, a brand from a Belgian influencer that's French speaking. It's from Gaëlle Garcia Diaz and she is a Belgian model and a VJ at Gym TV. But yeah, either way, we're here for the makeup today. And Martine Cosmetics is a fully cruelty-free brand. It seemed quite recent to me, but I believe it's already been around since 2018. And this year she came out with a Halloween palette, which I got. So let me show you. So I was just minding my business and watching some fellow YouTubers videos, and I came across a video of Nikki Raven, and it was already at the end of Halloween month, so at the end of October. She was talking about her favorite palettes. Well, it was first a video of the favorite Halloween palettes according to her followers, and then she also had a follow-up video of her own favorite Halloween palettes. And yeah, this beauty was in those videos and I couldn't resist taking a peek at the website. So I did. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a Belgian brand from a Belgian influencer. I was like, okay, hold up, let me look into this. And then I saw the color story in the video, of course. I saw it on the website and I was like, something is brewing inside of me. So yeah, and then I saw that she has vegan formulated products as well, and this palette is one of them. So I was like, okay, I need this in my life. I couldn't resist any longer, so I got it. And then I also noticed that she has some beautiful lippies, and I couldn't resist this Bertille shade. Is it upside down? It's upside down. There. I couldn't resist this Bertille shade. It reminds me a lot of a color that I love from another brand that I no longer want to support, but that I kept on using like on the daily, just not showing it on my Instagram or my YouTube. The color is so pretty, I think, so I hope it will look good on the lips as well. But this is the matte lipstick in Bertille. And then I also got two of these Khôl Me pencils. And one is in pourpre and then the other one is in vert. And I thought this was interesting because I don't have this type of colors to put in the waterline. So this was an ideal opportunity for me. And I also thought like, you know what, I'm like more into the dark looks, and these seems like colors that could also work for Christmas looks or Christmas dark looks and glam looks and everything. So yeah, I picked these up to try them out as well. And I dropped one. Oops. But yeah, they're safe. So let's talk some more about the palette. It's in this beautiful cardboard packaging that looks a little bit like, well, a little bit leathery, and with the beautiful shiny red logo of the brand on it. I want to say I'm obsessed, but it sounds so cheesy, but I really like it. I really like the aesthetics of the brand so far. Also with the black interior of the box it came in and with the logo on it and the blue paper, it just looks very chic, you know? I love it. Let's look at the inside. So this is the beautiful packaging, well, the beautiful palette itself, and it looks like a little, oh, I forgot the word again, a box, like a sort of jewelry box, and it has like this little closure here and the metal on the sides. It's velvety as well, you know, it's soft. It has this beautiful gothic M on the front again from the brand logo, and information here as well, so you don't have to keep the packaging to get like the basic information like the ingredients. They're all here, but as I said, it's all vegan and it's cruelty free, so we love that. Let's take a look at the inside. I'm going to fully open it because it's a little bit heavier than a normal palette, but this is what it looks like. As you can see, I already digged my fingers in there. And you will also be able to see some shifts happening in the colors. I really like this color story. I did have some trouble yesterday with, not with making it work, but more like I'm not used to working with a lot of super dark shades like this, and I wanted to do something super vampy and like dark, and I feel like I went a little overboard. So let me pop in some swatches real quick, and then I will do a second first impressions for you guys. I'm going to put some concealer on my arm so that the products, well, the eyeshadows have something to grab onto, and I hope this way I can show you like the shift they have even better, because of course in the pan it's going to be more intense than on the eyelid. Enjoy the swatches and I'll be right back to try them on my eye. Okay, here I am up close and personal. I already applied some P. Louise base in Rumor 02 on my eyelids. And yeah, I put my hair behind my ears because otherwise I know it's going to bother me. If you want to know what's already on my face, I suggest you look down in the description box because I list everything there, including if it's vegan or not. But of course, everything I use here is cruelty-free. So yeah, you can rest assured. But yeah, let's start with the eyeshadow. By the way, I made sure that I brought it high enough towards my brows because I feel like maybe I didn't do that yesterday. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where I went wrong. I think instead of working with a black first, I'm now going to work with a gray first. So that is going to be Tabata. It looks lighter on camera, but it's definitely a dark gray. So I'm going to use a mirror of this, I think. Yeah. And just start pressing it in with a big, what's this called? Dome-shaped packing brush. Kind of like pressing that in on a outside of my eye and going a little bit upward. I think that's like a very nice shape without really making the cat eye look. I'm really in a gray mood today. You see? Gray lenses, gray shirt, gray on my eyeballs. And this is packing on really nicely, as you can tell. I'm wiggling it around a little bit and like trying to get it the same on both sides. Building it towards the middle. And lately I've really been enjoying this shape. You could do that and then darken it up here and put a shimmer here and it's already a beautiful look, but I want to try this palette to the, well, not to the max, but still really showing you like what you can do with this palette in one look. Kind of. Well, that's what I hope. Either way, this gray is like proving to be a very beautiful gray that is like quite cool toned on the face. So I'm really liking the way this is looking here. It actually matches what I have on perfectly. So in a kind of C shape almost, I'm really building this up, and even like if you just tap over the sides, I feel like it's almost already blended. So this eyeshadow, it kind of does the work for you. And yeah, sorry, it's not that my eye look wasn't blended, it's just that I didn't like the way that I placed the shadows. I don't work that much with dark eyeshadows, but I just feel like I have a craving for it right now, so I'm just going with it. So, but it definitely is a different way of working than with colors. Because oftentimes with colors, it's like the nice thing to do is to work from the darkest shade to lighter. And now I feel like I already got a better beginning starting with this gray shade instead of the black right away. I'm going to take Mercredi. And I'm just putting that right above the outside corner of my eye. You know what? I really feel like doing a halo eye look, but that can turn dark so fast. Let me take some more Tabata again. So with some more Tabata, I am just blending out these edges so that the black really fades nicely into the gray. Do I want to do a halo eye though? I really like this kind of shade because my eyes are pretty small and this makes them look bigger. So I'm going back into Tabata and I'm just placing that where until the white of my eye ends. Just starting like slow. So here where you have your pupil, I want to keep that light. And by building it up like this, it's already like kind of blending itself already. So again, this is really nice. Really like this Tabata shade. I do feel like I want to take a brush with nothing on it and then blend out the edges some more. Just going all around. I'm gonna keep this on the side for if I want to blend out some more. I'm taking the first brush again. I feel like this, like the shades are also really nice to build up. Like it's not that it was a crazy amount of payoff immediately, which I like. And the fact that it's also like, it blends so nicely. Because sometimes you have like shadows that don't have that much pigment, so you're like, okay, I can work with this easily, but then they don't blend out well or they don't build up nicely. And this has it all. This has the pigmentation, it builds up nicely, it blends nicely. Well, this Tabata shade for sure. Really, really like it. I'm actually going over the sides here because I want to blend it out some more. So basically I'm just tapping over the sides, and with this eyeshadow formula, it's really nice that you already blend out the eyeshadows just by tapping them like this. That's my preferred kind of formula. It's so user-friendly. But let me also bring some darkness underneath the eyes. I'm going into Mercredi again. And also tapping it again on the outside of the eye here. I'm also taking some of that Mercredi shade like right into the inner part of your eye, but I'm not taking it high, you know. We can see later if we want to take that higher or not. For now, I'm just taking Tabata again and going over the sides again. Taking the brush again with nothing on it, going over the sides with very small motions. Actually, I want to make it a little bit more cat-like anyway. I do have a little bit of fallout. I'm going to Tabata again with a smaller brush just to work on the outsides, like so, making very small circular motions. I don't get it. It looks amazing in real life, but on camera, it doesn't look that great. Okay, the placement of the black needed to be better because it was like there, but not there. And as I notice when I'm like blending out Mercredi, is that this blends out more warm toned than Tabata. So let me put some Tabata underneath the eye. I'm mostly placing it on the outside. I don't understand. On camera it almost looks not blended. Okay, let me blend out these edges. Wish there was a light color in here to help out, like to help blend out the dark colors. I don't know, let me put some Ursula, which is a black with a little bit of shimmer. I don't know if I can really tell that there is some shimmer in there. Let me just place it over the black here. I don't know. I don't think that is an amazing shade. I don't really see the shimmer of it. Let me try to see if I can darken it up enough. Okay, that's darker. That's really dark. Okay, taking some Tabata again. I think I want to bring some warmth back into it, so I'm gonna take some Euphenia, which is this beautiful duochrome. It seems to go from a brown green to a red in real life. Ooh, that is a very special color. Let me also try it with a brush maybe. Actually, it goes more from a sort of green to a pink. But you don't really see the green if it's not on your finger anymore, like if it's on another kind of surface. But in real life, I can see it moving. Let me wet a brush. Let's see. Okay. Now you can like see a slight, like in real life, I don't know, in the camera. Not in the camera, I think. You can see a slight reflection of green undertones, which is very special. But yeah, I would apply this with a brush. Normally, I like to apply with a finger, but whoa. This is super cool. What would happen if I would put Freya on top of this? Ooh, okay. This is interesting as well, because it brings out a lot more of the green. In some light, like in some angles, it's still kind of pinkish. So that's Freya. And it has like a more pinkish undertone, which explains why it's so cool to mix these two. Let's do the bottom lash. I think I want to do Melinda, which is this one. That's a beautiful, like, very subtle shimmer. Like a warm, like a very subtle warm brown shimmer. Let me try to fix the eye look once again. I'm going to take some Hildegard, which is kind of like a more purpley gray. I feel like there's some kind of sheen in that Hildegard shade. Kind of a satin finish somehow. Did this save the look or not? It kind of did. So it might not be bad at all to actually blend out with this Hildegard shade. It does have some fallout, but yeah, I'm not mad at it. Hildegard really saved the blend, but yeah, it definitely takes some practice to work with these dark shades. But it looks good. I do have some fallout, so I do have to clean that up, but I will pop on some lashes, and then we'll do the eyeliner and the lippy. Okay, so I'm back and I popped on these Kiss Lash Couture Luxe Extensions in Velvet. I think they're really nice and dramatic, and it fits the look, I think, and the shape. So let's try out the kohl pencils. Full disclosure, I already had them on and the lippy as well, but I forgot to press record, so I took it off. But yeah, I got this Khôl Me pencil in vert and in pourpre. I already put the purple on before I took it off, but now I'm thinking I want to do like two of them, like the green in the beginning and then the other one on the outside maybe, to create some kind of duo moment, because I also got duochrome on my eye, you know. So this is what it looks like, and this is definitely darker than the outside, and the pencil itself is even darker, I think. But let's place it on the outside here. Glides on really nicely. I think it's such a gorgeous color, and it definitely gives something to the eye look without being like, oh, it's purple or pink or whatever. It's more like a sort of very dark aubergine color, so that's really cool. So I'm taking this up until the middle of my eye. I think that's gorgeous, but definitely less bright than I thought it would be. But let's use a green one now, because this one is lighter and I want to see what it gives. Again, glides on really nicely. Ooh, I like that. Where they mix it becomes a sort of ombre. That looks cool. Let me scoot a little bit closer. I think it looks like it fits with the duochrome on my eyes. It's special and I'm here for it. So then I got the matte liquid lipstick in Bertille, And this is also vegan formula. Everything is vegan formula, and there's 2 milliliters in here, and it's this color, so it definitely is more pinkish than the packaging itself, which is kind of a bummer because I wanted to have like a brownish color. I really wanted this, but yeah, so keep that in mind, that the colors are more pinkish than they appear on the website. But yeah, this is how the component looks like. Looks really nice and sleek, with an ombre from black to see-through, and it's plastic. I really like the way the applicator is looking. It has like a slight curve to it, and yeah, it hugs the lips very well. But it's not like the soft kind, because you also got like the super flexible tip. Okay, it's not too pinkish, but it's also not like the brown that I hoped for, but it's beautiful. And this applicator is so nice. It glides on really nicely as well. It's very soft. It's almost like you're putting on a very soft lipstick. And it smells really nicely as well. A little bit sweet, but I don't really know exactly what smell, but it does smell nice. This is not exactly what I was hoping for, because as you can tell, but yeah, it's still a beautiful color. It's more pinkish and wearable than I would want it to be. But yeah, if you're looking for a beautiful nudish brownie color, but not this brown, then this is a beautiful color. And no doubt I'm gonna wear this a lot. It's also super comfortable. It's dried down now. Yeah. It doesn't really feel like something on my lips. Very slightly. If your lips touch, it feels kind of fuzzy, like soft. I don't know, not fuzzy, but it just feels soft and it's super comfortable. So really like that. And before I forgot to record, I also tried out some Freya as a highlighter, which you can see here, but it's not like, doesn't wow me as a highlighter. I am really happy with these items. The only thing is that this Pourpre shade is way darker than I expected. The lippy is more pinkish than I expected. And it does take a while to get used to these beautiful dark shades, because I don't feel like this is my best blend ever. I'm not ashamed, but you know, I'm like, oh, I wish I could do better. Yeah, I think it's still pretty, and it's something that I struggle with because I am on social media and I take close-up pictures of my eyes and everything, and then I'm like, oh my god, it has to be perfect. But for everyday use, like, this is okay, you know? Like, nobody would be like,
oh my god, that's so horribly blended. Like,
yeah, it's really just an issue that I have, that I still need to learn to work with these very dark shadows. I do not really feel a need for Ursula here though, because I don't really felt like the shimmers in it were like visible enough. Like, it was just here and there, a speck here and there. I feel like if you do a matte with shimmers in it, it needs to stand out a little bit more, like put some more shimmers in it. Otherwise, like, I'd rather just take a black and put some other shimmers over it. But yeah, all in all, yeah, beautiful shades. I do feel like the duochromes, these two, they don't come across as duochromy on the eyes as you would think by looking at them in this palette. As you could see on my eyes, the shift is not really there. Like, you have to really see it up close and personal in real life, and you can see like, oh yeah, there's like kind of a greenish base to it, or a kind of a darker purplish base to it, but it's not that obvious. So for the duochromes, I don't know if you should buy this palette, but I do really like the shimmer that it brings, and it definitely is the one that you see right now. So a sort of agua shimmer and a sort of like grungy red shimmer. But I really liked it with topping this Freya shade on top of Euphenia. So that's what I have on my eyes right now, and I do feel like this looks more duochromy than this Euphenia shade that on its own. This was my first impressions of this palette, of the two Khôl Me pencils and the Bertille lipstick. I hope this was interesting. Definitely let me know what your thoughts are down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell to always get a notification when I upload a new video. And yeah, I would love it if you would like this video, if you liked it, and engage with me, because it helps me out a lot. Either way, I hope y'all have a great week or weekend when I upload this. I think it's gonna be weekends. I hope y'all have a great weekend. I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope to see you all on the flip side.